All right, how about the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts here, who ends up having a really strong game. At first, it looked like it was going to be an awesome game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Ultimately, it turned into a very strong game offensively, and I don't really think it was his fault when things got stalled. We'll get into it, the X's and O's and all of that. But yeah, let's just start off with the good of the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Let's start off with this play. So this is going to be a Saquon Barkley play, and this kind of really shows, this sequence shows really how the Eagles were operating, at such a high level. Where first, it's going to be a good play by this Dallas interior defender. Watch as he generates a good amount of pressure here. All of a sudden, Saquon Barkley in a bit of trouble. And one of the real values of a guy like Saquon Barkley isn't just the positive plays that he gets you. It's the get out of jail plays. It's, oh no, we're running the ball. Things are about to, go horribly wrong. We're about to lose 5 yards, have to throw on the next 2 possessions. Instead, watch him make a move, as we've seen him do so many times. Picks up just, 4 yards or so, but that's such a big deal, right? It keeps the playbook completely open. You can do whatever you want on the next 2 plays. That's exactly what you want. So on this next play, what's going to happen is this is going to be a 3rd down and 3. It's actually 2 plays later, excuse me. And we're definitely going to see some not great Cowboys defense. Like, that was definitely a part of this story. It's cover 3 zone. You have a tight end who's going to try and just get into a gap in coverage here. Watch how Hurts takes a snap. It's Dallas Goedert, that's the player. And you see, no one picks him up. This is not complicated. This really isn't. Like, someone has to be there to cover him. This is not great defense, but credit to Jalen Hurts, right? One thing he does so well is he sees the field well, and if there is someone open, watch him get the ball there, gets it there quickly. Again, that wasn't hard. That was far too easy for the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that does not need things to be easy for them. That was very easy. That wasn't the case on every play. In fact, Jalen Hurts' rushing was a huge deal on some of these plays. This is a 3rd down and goal. The Cowboys just, they're feeling great, right? Jalen Carter got thrown out of the game immediately. It's they score a touchdown. Like, hey, maybe they can hang with the big dogs. You need to answer if you're Jalen Hurts. But on this play, he looks down the field and there just is not anything open right here. And this is, I think, one of the real benefits that someone like Hurts gives you, right? There's all these super team allegations, which is so stupid. Like, find me a Super Bowl team that hasn't had a great team around the quarterback, right? But ultimately, there's the where do we rank him and all of this stuff. Well, there's a reason why we all rank him at least top 10, and it's because of this stuff. Watch him get outside the pocket, and again, he just did such a good job of figuring out, okay, what's the right thing to do on this play? It's the run. Well, I'm going to use my rushing ability, and it was a real benefit to the Philadelphia Eagles. The benefit on this play to, instead of having an incomplete pass and a field goal, gets you 4 points right there, added on to the field goal you would have gotten already as long as there was no turnover. But other plays as well, so what's going to go on right here, this is another 3rd down situation, 3rd down and 5. Hurts takes snap, and one thing, we got to talk about the no Micah Parsons of it all. Not a lot of pressure. Granted, not a lot of teams get pressure against Philadelphia. Like, the Rams got some. That's pretty much it last year. So, kind of what you live with when you're going up against these tackles. Still, it's an issue. However, the Cowboys are okay that there isn't a ton of pressure. They kind of wanted to keep Hurts inside the pocket right here. They're covering down the field. Like they're good. Except watch Hurts be able to navigate this by, kind of moving to the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen, moving forward, really just being aware of how he can move. Still, though, you have a Cowboys linebacker who can run in and make a tackle, and it's just not going to happen. Watch Hurts, fakes going one way, goes another way, eventually gets down too, doesn't even take the hit, which is always important. It's really good stuff there by Jalen Hurts on a key 3rd down to, again, keep the drive alive. This one, another one where what's going to happen is, again, look at this. This has to be better by Dallas. I know that I get it. You traded away your best pass rusher, and they were already kind of only one player deep in that category to begin with. But you got to at least keep Hurts in the pocket a little bit. Look at, not only are you not getting anywhere near him, but you've also blown containment. How do you manage to screw both of those 2 things up? I don't get it. Of course, though, Hurts, again, if you don't make it easy on him, he can still beat you. If you make it easy on him, of course he's going to beat you. Really good stuff by Jalen Hurts once again, though. Find what the defense is giving you and take advantage. That's the quarterback's job and that's what he's doing. Of course, not to say that there weren't some just nice throws down the field. I mean, this one was a good one. They were being very methodical. Then they said, hey, only 2 minutes left. Let's maybe push the ball down the field. So what's going to happen is it's quarters coverage for the Cowboys. So you'd think deep down the field will be difficult. But what they're essentially going to do is they're going to have multiple receivers run deeper routes. Really, it's Devonta Smith's route, trying to keep the safety who is closest towards the bottom of the screen more underneath and over the middle. Then Jahan Dotson's route, that one can be the one that could potentially get open right here. That's how this can work. Watch. Hurts takes a snap. Now, granted, it's still just a one-on-one matchup. This isn't like you get an extra, it's not like you're getting someone wide open. You're just trying to scheme a one-on-one matchup open down the field, which is what they were successfully able to do. It's Kaiir Elam, the first-round pick from the Bills, who just has not done what they wanted him to do. Honestly, he's not playing this horribly, but the issue is he's just going to not go up to play the ball, essentially. Watch, he was there with Dotson, Dotson got the inside leverage. Again, credit to Hurts for knowing to throw it more over the middle and just put a perfect ball on it. Felt like he might have had a chance to knock it away had he looked up, but again, that's why you target the corner who's maybe not the best starting corner on the opposing defense. That's smart football. The Cowboys did finally get a stop, and it was kind of pressure related. Weirdly, multiple Eagles offensive linemen kind of got banged up to play before. It was Jurgens and Mailata, and I think that maybe just having them both just not at 100%. Maybe could have helped with this, perhaps. The Cowboys say, hey, well, let's blitz. Let's try and take advantage of that. You see that they send 5 right here, and it's really Kenny Clark who's making this play. I mean, he's the one who's here, but still, for Hurts, I mean, we've seen him a lot in this game be able to, when nothing's open downfield, like what's happening here, scramble out and find something, get something to work. Here, though, sending the extra player for Dallas, having 5 players, it's just that much more difficult to find a rushing lane. And this time, the Cowboys finally get a stop. Credit to the Eagles, they were able to get in position where Elliott was able to make a long field goal, so still worked out. But yeah, was still a good play by the Dallas Cowboys finally, their defense making a play. So the Cowboys then kind of went back to this well where, they kind of had something finally of, hey, we keep, even when we have good coverage down the field, Hurts keeps beating us with his legs. Well, let's send an extra player so that way we can kind of counter that, right? And what they're doing is it's a zone blitz as well. So you're not playing man coverage behind you. You see and also worth mentioning, it's a corner blitz. So you see the corner here for Dallas. There's no tight end or halfback on this side of the field. You can kind of pick and choose. I wouldn't be shocked if the way this play is designed, if the halfback is on the other side of the field, it would be the other corner who's blitzing. I can't say for certain. I'm not in the huddle, but I wouldn't be shocked if that's how they were playing it. Watch as, you see it's a good pressure. Hurts is in trouble, and essentially the entire play has been disrupted on a 3rd and 11. Hurts has to pay attention to this, can't pay attention to what's going on down the field. Hurts gets around this, and he's going to say, okay, let's use my legs again. This is going to work, but ultimately, because it's a zone blitz, it means all 11 guys are watching the quarterback. Some of them are going to be able to bring him down on 3rd and 11. If it was 3rd and 2, maybe not. But because it's 3rd and 11, they're able to get the stop here. I want to go over here now because this is something I think it is worth mentioning. I said the wrong name earlier. It was Landon Dickerson that was banged up along with Jordan Mailata. I do feel like having a couple of guys banged up, it felt different, right? Like the blocking wasn't quite as good, especially in the running game. You see here, I mean, it's Landon Dickerson who was, banged up, not quite able to get over to his block. Give James Houston credit for making a play. Great play, right? I mean, it can be both, right? The Cowboys defense could have stepped it up, and Eagles offensive line might have gotten a little bit worn down, but like all of a sudden, you're not having those, guaranteed like 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 every possession, and because of that, it put them behind 8 ball. Like they weren't able to recover from this. They had to punt the ball away. But you know what? Their defense gave him chances, and he did make the key play here at the end. Takes the hit, makes a nice move, gets the first down. Sometimes you got to take a hit, right? And that's the time to do it on a 3rd and 3 to win the football game. So ultimately, I thought Hurts played really well. Unfortunately, one coverage kind of got them a bit. I do wonder if they had a little bit more time, would they have been able to make adjustments? But it was also a coverage along with they were no longer getting pushed in the running game. Those two things were able, was what slowed them down. But luckily for them, their defense held, and Hurts made the play that he had to. And hey, sure, if CeeDee Lamb catches some passes, maybe this is different. But those are just what if. whiffs, and the Eagles are 1-0 right now, and a big part of it was because Hurts played really well. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.